Hi friends, welcome back. Today I have something special for you. I have a pick a card reading for you, and in this reading we will specifically focus on have you met your soulmate yet, or when will you meet them if you haven't already, and also particularly how you will meet them in what situation if you haven't met them already. So we'll find that out today. If you maybe already have met them, but you're not really quite in contact with them, maybe you've met them a long time ago and you don't know that they're, already entered your life in some shape or form. We're going to have a look at this today. So I have 3 piles for you. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. So feel free to pause the video for a little bit and choose whatever card pile speaks to you the most. There is really no right or wrong answer, as long as you just choose whatever feels, whatever calls to you the most. So I'll see you in a second, one you have chosen. Hello, pile 1, how are you doing? So are you ready to find out who not particularly who your soulmate is, but when will you meet them, if they're already there, in what situation you will meet them, when you will meet them, just in general what the situation is with your soulmate connection, which you have a lot of questions about, I feel. So we have this wonderful seashell here. So I'm guessing you might be connecting a little bit with the water. We have on top as well my favorite, this card. It is the Spellcaster card number 3. The Spellcaster. This is I don't know if you're familiar with the band Sleep Token, but this is a custom-made wooden deck with the band members. So this is what we have. We put this here. We put this here so you can have a look at it a little bit, and then let's go. Whoops. So what is piles 1's situation regarding meeting their soulmate? I pre-shuffled this already, but I feel like giving a little bit of an extra shuffle just to be sure, really. So what do we have here? Okay, so pile 1. That's interesting. So I do feel I feel a story here, and I do feel like you have met them before, and they might actually be someone who has walked away from you, or you have walked away from them, but I do feel more like they have walked away from you after a fairly what appear to be quite luscious, quite well-going relationship. So I do feel your soulmate is actually someone who you very fairly possibly have been in a relationship before, but the state that it is right now is that they have walked away from you, and you have let them walk away, and what probably happened is that you didn't really play the roles, or you played roles in your relationship that weren't really the true you. Both of you when both of you met, you met under circumstances that where both of you were not in their authentic selves, and therefore you entered a relationship playing both a role that you thought you needed to play, and that didn't really match either of you. So what kind of happened after a while is that you completely lost yourself. You really completely lost yourselves. Also, possibly one was carrying a lot more weight for the other person, and that got extremely sour. Now we do also have the Temperance and the Ace of Cups here, so I do feel either both of you or at least one of you is a water sign, or with heavy water, with a heavy, either your sun, moon, or rising is probably a water sign, because I do feel a lot of emotion here, and I feel rather not heavy emotion, but like very, very someone has been growing emotionally quite well recently, and I feel like because of that, only one person grew. The other person wasn't matching that anymore. So I do feel the reason why you two are right now in possible, very likely separation is because one grew more emotionally than the other person did. One person recognized how you two were playing a role that you weren't supposed to play. One person realized that they are not authentic, but you still keep playing the unauthentic role, so they walked away from you. I do feel there is a lot of emotional growth that happened not between you, for one person, and the other person didn't recognize. The other person kept on, no, we need to play this role that we always had. For example, I'm just thinking of the situation of someone said, let's say none of you really wanted children, but one person thought it was important to still have children because that's what's expected, and the other person was like, no, I don't feel this is right. This is a stupid example maybe, but because you might feel the complete opposite. But I feel like one person specifically, and that might be more you than the other one, but again, it could be a vice versa, but let's stick with you are the one who still felt you need to do what's right, while the other person doesn't feel that anymore, or didn't feel that anymore, and therefore they walked away. Excuse me. So what we have here, dear Pile 1, is you know them. You know your soulmate, but in order to meet again, in order to line up again, you will have to do the same growth that they've been going through already. Or vice versa, they have to do more growth work in order to catch up with you, in order to meet again. Now let's pick a final card for some sort of, let's ask if another meet-up or another reconciliation is possible in the next 6 months or not. And after that we can come back and see. But let's see, because sometimes we want, like, is it gonna happen soon? Let's see, is it possible for Pile 1 to reconcile with their soulmate in the next 6 months? Just give me a yes or no answer. Yes, very likely. Very likely there is going to be a very good we have the cups again, guys. We have a lot of water here. We have so much water here. So I'm guessing, which is also funny because this kind of goes with this one, the seashell from the water. So I do feel there is definitely gonna come some reconciliation, some meeting up, some communication, maybe even further than just communication. Maybe you're not even completely fully out of your lives, but you will definitely take this shot again. I mean, obviously you will, because they are your soulmate, and usually if they are, there is no other way than just coming back together and together again and again, until you fully match up and until you fully learned what you need to learn. And sometimes you need the other person to walk away in order to have the space to learn what you need to learn. So Pile 1, this is happy news for you, that you will probably meet them soon again, or talk to them soon again, and start a new chapter, a new emotionally more mature chapter. So I wish you all the best, pile 1, and I see you very soon in another pick a card video maybe, or in a sign video. I also do videos for specific signs. Whatever sign you are, feel free to check those out. I see you very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading of finding out what's going on with your soulmate. Where are they? Have you met them before, or are you going to meet them at some point soon, hopefully, right? Yeah, so you just want to know the state. So let's see what you've picked. You've picked this little shell. I hear the Hermit. I hear someone who is fairly closed off. That is what I'm feeling here. It's very interesting. Let's put this here and have a look at it later. So now we have this funny card. This is, in case you don't know, the band Sleep Token. They got really popular, weirdly popular very quickly in the last couple, 2 years or something. But yeah, I have their it's a custom made wooden deck with all the band members. It's quite funny, so I thought I'd include this today. So you have the Hunter. Interesting. So interesting already, someone who's closed off and someone is the Hunter. One of you, without even looking into the cards, one of you is chasing someone who doesn't want to be chased. That's what I'm feeling here. Very interesting. So let's see what happens. What about pile 2's soulmate? Have they met them yet? Or are they about to meet? Let's have a look what the state with the soulmate is. How will you meet them? That's also very interesting. No. Let's see. Pile 2. Whoa. Okay, let's start. Let's get this. Let's get this on. Let's get the show on the road. So. Okay. Pile 2. We have the 10 of Cups. We have the 9 of Swords. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the 5 of Swords in reverse again. So we have 2 reversed cards here. Pile 2. This, for me, is the card of the state right now. The 5 of Swords is... I feel you probably haven't met yet. And there is something closing off that you two are meeting. You were supposed to meet. But I feel like you were supposed to meet already, but didn't. Something is hindering that you two are meeting, and things keep happening. I have a feeling you keep seeing a lot of coincidences, maybe a lot of angel numbers. Maybe you think about something and then immediately you keep like seeing coincidences about it all the time. Maybe suddenly you read about it, maybe you suddenly see a video about it, maybe suddenly someone random talks to you about it and you're like, how did you find out about this topic that I'm recently brooding on? I feel like there is a lot of coincidences that you've been seeing, and there is a lot of like, I have a feeling something is going to happen, and I have a feeling I'm meeting them soon, but I don't know when and I don't know how. That's probably you end up in the first place here. And I do have a feeling you are the hunter. You are the person who hunts something that cannot be hunted, because you will meet them anyways, but you need to let it happen. You need to let happen. You need to let things. God, I'm almost lost for words here. You need to make sure to not try to hunt something that cannot be hunted and that doesn't want to be hunted. You probably have the tendency to not want to wait for things to turn out organically, because you think, if I tweak a little bit here and there, if I'm force myself into a situation that will make things happen quicker. But it's not. The more you think that whatever you do will make it happen quicker, the more you are basically putting a stone into the wheel of fortune. That's what I'm getting here. The stone that keeps being thrown into the wheel of fortune, that wants to bring you this person, that wants to bring you two together. But naturally, you are very different people. You are very different people, and your life paths are very, very different right now. And in order for your two life paths to meet up, you need to stop trying to force things. Maybe you're downloading the 10th dating app and hoping you'll find them there. You're not going to find them there. I do feel your person is a very closed off person. I do feel your person might be very different from who you are, and therefore you're not meeting them in where you think you might meet them and where you're trying to look for them. So again, like I'm here, like the dating apps, you're not going to find them. You can download the 11th dating app and you will not find them on there. They are not on a dating app, my dear. They are hidden. They have no interest in those types of things at all. Tell me a little bit more about the personality of Piles of Wands soulmate, which is this guy, pretty sure. We have the High Priestess, we have the Star, and we have the Three of Coins. Yeah, I do feel they are a little bit on the... I have a feeling that they're a little bit busy right now. They're a little bit busy with working on things that isn't really working out for them either. They're trying to find a good balance between their intuition and their emotion, and they are technically on a really good track. They are on a very different track than you. That's what I'm seeing here. That you are on very, very different tracks, and let me ask if there's something you can give me, dear cards, of a way these two could actually meet. Like what would have pile 2 actually have to do in order to meet them properly, apart from constantly throwing stones into the wheel of fortune and constantly trying to force things. 4 of Coins. Yeah. Thought so. Authenticity, my dear. Authenticity, my dear pile 2, means you need to do what's right for you. And I mean like what's actually right for you. What, you need to get rid of the internet. I mean, no, not rid of the internet, but for a lot of people these days, the internet is this huge distraction that, apart from that, it feeds a ton of stuff into their brain that they shouldn't even think about constantly. It also kind of has a tendency to kind of alter what your higher self actually wants to. And you need to focus on what is really, really actually good for you. You need to stop trying to do what others want you to do. You need to stop... I hear peer pressure. I hear a lot of peer pressure. You need to keep to yourself. Keep a little bit more to yourself and find out your true passion. I have a feel there's something airy about you that I feel you haven't found your true passion yet. And that is what you need to focus on in order to meet this person, because this person is on a completely different level right now. They are doing a little bit more of their thing already, and you are not. So you need to focus on what you actually might be like doing, not necessarily even in a work situation, like as a whole. Who are you? That is what you need to find out. Who are you? What are you passionate about? What do you think is the best way you can bring good to the world? How you can serve the world? What are your skills? Are there skills that you can that you can develop more, as in like what are natural talents that you can develop into really good skills. That is what I feel you have to do in order to actually meet them at some point when you are ready. So let's find out if this might be possible if you start doing what I said now within the next 6 months or not. And if not, that's fine, then we can revisit it at some point. But right now I do feel there is a lot of, you have to focus on yourself first. Okay, I thought this thing had gone out. So let's see. Sorry, I thought the camera had cut out. 10 of coins. Yes, that 10 of coins sounds not too bad actually. So I do feel if you are taking my advice, I do feel you want to take my advice, and maybe you already thought about it a little bit of like, I need to find out what I really want, to do. And I do feel there is a higher chance in the next 6 months that you probably might meet them if you focus on all your stuff first. Try to become as authentic and as you as much as possible, and then you can stop throwing stones into the wheel of fortune. So pile 2, I hope this helped, and I hope to see you soon. If you're also interested in looking at sign-specific readings, you can check out the rest of my channel. I have those as well. So I hope to see you soon, and I wish you all the best. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading of finding out what is the situation with your soulmate. Have you met them yet? Are you about to meet them, or what is maybe preventing you from meeting them? So let's start. You chose the little stone, and you chose the wooden card. That is the Watcher for you, so we'll keep this in mind. Alright, the cards are already pre-shuffled, but I'm going to give them a little bit last tiny shuffle just to refreshen the energy in them. And then we're going to get right into it. Oh gosh. 3 of Swords, King of Wands, 5 of Wands, the Tower reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles. My dear, I would say, actually I can, you know what, I'm going to reverse them so you can see them better. Was that correct? No, it's still like this, but it's the Tower reversed. Yep, correct. So, pile 3. From what I'm seeing here is that you probably have suffered an immense heartbreak. Can't tell yet how long ago, but it's definitely still, I feel like it's not as like right now, because like my right now card for you is more of the Queen of Pentacles. So you have recovered a decent bit, but it's been an immense struggle. And I'm not really sure right now if that is because you two have met already and things just have not worked out like at this time, or if you have been in such an immense heartbreak from a relationship with someone else that you were actually closed off meeting your actual soulmate because you had stuff to fix within yourself first in order to prepare. So I do feel with the Queen of Pentacles, I do feel there is you finally get to rest right now. You have a bit of a restful energy after an immense time of trying to stitch yourself together, basically from an awful heartbreak. We do have the King of Wands here, so I do feel this resembles your person. There is a lot of fire energy obviously surrounding them, and the fire I also see in the reversed Tower. So I have a feeling you probably have met before. Do you see there's also fire here in the Five of Wands? So what I do see really is you have met before and it gone incredibly sour, but you are fine now. At this point, you are fine now. So I think what we need to find out first, if there is actually some reconciliation in the next like 6 months, because I do feel you have met. You have met and very likely have been in a relationship before, but it was just too much struggle. It was too much, it was just not working out, like left, right and center. It was not working out. You were trying to make it work, but there was so much conflict, and that conflict kind of, it just broke it. It absolutely broke it. So I want to know about pile 3. Is pile 3 in a situation where they can reconcile with their soulmate in maybe a more, not so broken way? Because I do see that this went quite sour. Oh God, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So the Nine of Swords in reverse means a lot of dreams. Well, actually, wait, for me it's in reverse, so wait, for you it will be like this. What I see here is that you've been thinking about this for a while. It has probably appeared in your dreams quite a bit. You are still dreaming about this person. Even though you might seem fine during the day, but they are still appearing in your dreams. And that probably happens for them as well. This is not just a one, soulmate connections are not just a one-way street. It's always both people. It involves both people equally, but not necessarily in that they feel the same at the same time. So let me know about the other person. What does the other person feel right now towards their soulmate connection? Page of Pentacles. I do feel that they are more ready than you. I feel they are more ready than you to start again, but not necessarily taking a big step towards you. Maybe they have reached out, or maybe they are considering reaching out soon, but I feel like you are more closed off. I feel like there is a closed off from you, because last time it went south. It went south so badly that you were like, never again will I deal with this. What the hell is this? So I do see a lot of brokenheartedness, and you are not ready. You are not ready, but you also haven't really, not fully found yourself back. You've stitched yourself so as much as you can to function well, but I don't know. Let's get one last card to finish this up, because this is a very difficult reading, really. I'm not even quite sure if you actually want to reconcile with them, because for you, you're so much in the past. You were so much in the past of what bad has happened that I don't think you're moving forward really right now. Not really. We do have the Six of Pentacles though. So what I do see here, there is some, I would say you can reconcile, but it's more on your terms or on your part to actually start this than it is on theirs, because they are ready. So if you feel like I would like them to reach out to me again, I would like to talk to them again, you can. And I think this time, if you needed this reading to know, is it safe this time? Is it safe to start all over again? Because I can't stop thinking about them. I cannot stop thinking about them. But it went so bad last time that I really don't want to go through this again. Like, I just stitched myself back together. I'm like more or less fine right now. So if I talk to them again, it will all go so bad again. But this time, I don't think so. This time, I think you were like he or she, whoever is the other person, are in a bit more of a. I don't even think they feel as, or have ever felt as heartbroken as you have. So I don't really know what actually happened between you that just mostly left you incredibly heartbroken and not them. So, do your part 3. Take it easy and take it slow. Make sure to take care of yourself, but also be sure that there is a possibility that a lot might be more in your head and in the past than it is now in the upcoming future. So, part 3, I wish you all the best and I hope to see you soon.